गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः वर्णानामर्थसङ्घानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारौ वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ भवानी शङ्करौ वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासरूपिणौ ज्ञानां जना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धस्वान्तस्तमीश्वरम् वन्दे बोधमयं नित्यं गुरुं शङ्कररूपिणं यमाश्रितो हि वक्रोऽपि चन्द्रः सर्वत्र वन्द्यते सीतारामगुणग्राम पुण्यारण्यविहारिणौ वन्दे विशुद्धविज्ञानौ कवीश्वरकपीश्वरौ उद्भवस्थितिसंहार हरिणीं क्लेशहारिणीं सर्वश्रेयस्करीं सीतां नतोऽहं रामवल्लभाम् यन्मायाविषवर्ति विश्वमखिलं ब्रह्मादिदेवासुरा यत्सत्त्वादमृषैव भाति सकलं यज्जो यथोर्भ्रमः यत्सदप्लवमेकमेव हि भवां बोधे स्थितिर्षावतां वन्देऽहं तमशेषकारणपरं रामाख्यमीशं हरिम् नानापुराणनिगमागमसम्मतं यद् रामायणे निगदितं क्वचिदन्यतोऽपि स्वान्तसुखाय तुलसीरघुनाथगाथा भाषानिबन्धमतिमञ्जुलमातनोति भाषानिबन्धमतिमञ्जुलमातनोति रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः सीताया पतये नमः. We are in अध्यात्म रामायण and मेरे को लग रहा है पीछे दिस लाइट इज शाइनिंग बिल्कुल मेरे सर के पीछे. मेरे को यार सिद्धि हो गई. what? So we are in Adhyatma Ramayana, Ayodhyakand chapter 2 verse number 42 we have to start from. And अरे यार पेज कहाँ गया. हाँ, so here the verse will start. श्रुत्वा ते हर्ष संपूर्णे ददतुर्हारमुत्तमं तस्मै ततः प्रीतमन्त्रः वत्सला लक्ष्मीं पर्यचरद्देवीं रामस्तार्थ प्रसिद्धये सत्यवादी दशरथः करोत्येव प्रतिश्रुतं कैकेयी वशमः किन्तु कामुकः किं करिष्यति इति व्याकुलचित्ता सा दुर्गां देवीमपूजयत. When the two heard it, they rewarded the messengers. Who is this? Kaushalya and our Shrutva te harsha sampurne. When they harsha, ullas, happiness, they were very thrilled when they heard the news that Sri Ram was going to be crowned as as the crown prince. So those dasis who came, they gave them dadatu haramuttamam, the best of the necklaces that they were wearing. They gave it as a what do you call paritoshik, kya, as a present. Tasmai tata pritamanaha Kausalya putra vatsala. Then after that Kausalya Prita Vatsala, who loved her child very much, worshipped Sri Lakshmi. Lakshmi Parya Charad Devim Ramas Sartha Prasiddhaye. And that is every mother. She wants to make me Dinka Che Laddu. Why? Oh, my son is becoming weak. एनर्जी नहीं है क्योंकि हम कंप्लेनिंग, मेरे को इधर दे उधर दे रहा है, मैं थक गया, सब्जी खरीदने नहीं जाऊंगा, ये नहीं करूंगा, वो नहीं करूंगा, डिंको के लड्डू खिलाओ। हाँ, फिर सबके फिर काम करो सारे। पर मैं चालू हूँ, मैं लड्डू भी लूंगा और बाहर काम भी नहीं करूंगा, मैं चला जाऊंगा। तो लाइक एनी अदर मदर, she after that Kaushalya, who loved her son very dearly, prayed to worshipped Lakshmi ji for the welfare and success. Ramasya artha prasiddhaye. Whatever Ram wants, whatever is coming to him in his life, may in every endeavor of his, may he become successful, may he become, his name and fame spread far and wide. Prasiddhaye is name and fame. Satyavadi Dasharatah karotyeva pratishrutam. And thereafter, she's saying, Dashrath is true to his words, and it is famous and renowned about him that he keeps his vows. So on. See, Kausalya is very clear what her position is and how, what are the weaknesses not only of others but also of her husband. And what is that? He's fallen for the young, beautiful Kaikeyi. So she knows that Dasharath is very prana jai par vachan na jai, last time we told. But here she says, but Kaikeyi vashagak kintu kamuka kim karishyati. What he will do under the influence of Kaikeyi, that we cannot say. That is a big question mark. And therefore, he is lustful and infatuated with Kaikeyi Kamukaha, and under that influence, and under that infatuation, what Kaikeyi will make him do, or what he will do for Kaikeyi, nothing can be said. It's a open, and therefore she started iti vyakula chitta sa. Vyakula chitta, her heart and mind started fluttering and she became very anxious. Vyakula is anxious. She became anxious in thoughts and started offering worship to Sa Durga Devim Apujayata. And with that anxious mind, knowing what Kaikeyi is capable of, or what Dasharath Maharaj under the influence of Kaikeyi might do, she started praying to Durga Mata to remove possible obstacles. Etasmin antare deva devi vani machodana gaccha devi bhuvolaya lokam ayodhyayam prayatnatah. प्रयत्नतः, ठीक है, रामाभिषेक विघ्नार्थम यतस्व ब्रह्मवाक्यतः मंथरां प्रविश स्वादौ कैकेयीं च ततः परं ततो विघ्ने समुत्पन्ने पुनरेहि दिवं शुभे तथेत्युक्त्वा तथा चक्रे प्रविवेशाथ मंथराम्. Just at that time, the gods prayed and pleaded with Saraswati, the goddess of speech and intelligence. Oh goddess, you should go to Ayodhya in the terrestrial world. Terrestrial, earth is terrestrial world. It's a globe. There, Gaccha Devi Bho Lokam Ayodhyayam Prayatnatah. Please make an effort and go to the earth. Why? You are needed there. Why? Because if Kaikeyi, like Kumbhakarna's speech instead of asking something, he said, let me get 6 months, let me sleep for 6 months and let me wake up for 1 minute and then again go back to sleep again for 6 months. Like that. So she can do. So if Keika is saying something, Mantra is saying something, Dashrath is going to commit something, the Saraswati Mata must twist that and for the benefit of the mankind. Thinking in these terms, all the gods are praying to Saraswati, please go to the earth, to the terrestrial world. There on the command, Rama Abhisheka Vignartham Yatasva Brahma Vakyataha. There on the command of Lord Brahma, you should make necessary arrangements or do something so that an obstacle in the hurdle or a spanner in the wheel is created in the anointment of Sri Ram on the throne of Ayodhya. So here gods, what are they saying? They are not saying go there and stop the problem. I am wrong. They are saying go and create problem. Why? Why gods want Saraswati to go and create problem? Because if Ramchandraji becomes the king, who will go and kill the Ravan? So situation, gods भी मस्त हैं. They are troubled by Ravana because they are under his control right now. He has won the 3 worlds. All the Navagrahas, all the Surya, Chandra, Nakshatra, everything is under him. Even Kal is under him. So they are saying, Saraswati Mata, please bless us. Go. Don't let Ramchandraji become the crown prince, because then he will get so busy in running the kingdom that he will forget for what purpose he is born, he has taken the incarnation for. So thinking in this way, Rama Abhisheka Vignartham Yatasva Brahma Vakyataha Mantharam Manthara Pravi Shaswadau Kaikehim Cha Tataparam is created. At first you enter and pollute the mind and intellect of Manthara. Gods are saying, huh? So we can't blame Manthara also. We can't blame Kaikai also. This is all pre-written. Yes, and you think you are going to make your life. Everything that is going to take place in your life, according to yoga, what yoni you are going to be born, how many breaths you are going to take, what bhogas are going to come to you. Predetermined. See? Choice is yours, whether to become miserable or to get overexcited or remain equanimous. Choice is yours. Let them come and go. But you don't create new samskaras. So here they are saying that you enter into the mind, you pollute the mind and intellect of Manthara, the made of Kaikai, and after that, when mantra speaks to Kaikai, it will corrupt her also. And then it says, Tato vigne samutpanne punarehi devam shubhe tathet yuktva tatha chakre praviveshat mandharam. He says, O the auspicious one, having thus created an hindrance, an obstacle in Ram's anointment, you should come back to the heavens. At this, Saraswati said, all right, unki apni planning chal rahi hai. All gods are concocting a plan not to allow Ramchandraji to become the king. She said, all right, and did as she was told. She entered Manthara's mind first. So when you see, this is not given in Tulsi Ramayana, this is not given in Valmiki Ramayana, but here, Valmiki Ramayana to अलग ही एंगल थोड़ा लिया है. यहाँ पे तो वेद व्यास जी, he is not blaming Kaikai or Manthara. He is telling this was the plan from behind. Huh? Because Ramchandraji has taken birth for a purpose. So what was the impetus because of which Narayana took the birth, incarnated as Ramchandraji? There was a purpose, no? Someone's sharp, someone's curse, someone's blessings, some commitment to someone. He gave the commitment to Jai Vijay that I will come and kill you and absolve you of your the 3 births in the Rakshas Yoni. So all those commitments, see, we only look at the story and we get if you want to take it subjectively, what will it make subjectively? Because Adhyatma Ramayana. Adhyatma Ramayana, what will it happen? What will be here? Until unless, see, this is, if you think a little bit coolly, mind, we have told you many times, mind is found in 5 conditions. Kshipta, Vikshipta, Mood, or Mood, Kshipta, Vikshipta, Ekagra and Niruddha. Acha. What do we always tell you? That Ekagra Chit leads to Samadhi, isn't it? Right? Not true. Till now we have never told you this. I have always said Ekagra Chit, single pointed mind, leads to Samadhi. And I am telling you now, no. Samadhi Samadhi means what? Samadhi means what?
Cessation of the soul.
Cessation of the mind. Correct? You have not realized yourself, but the mind has become quiet. Mind can become quiet in Niruddha also. Mind can become quiet in sleep also. So you are in Samadhi. You don't know, that's a different matter. A kshipta, an agitated mind, you can be single-pointedly agitated. See? So you can get into Samadhi. You can get into Samadhi by focusing on mood chitta. You can get into Samadhi by focusing, not mood chitta. With mood chitta you can get into Samadhi, but it will not last too long. With kshipta, agitated mind, you can get into Samadhi, but it will not last too long. With vikshipta, distracted mind, you can get into Samadhi, but very quickly the distraction will come. And with ekagrachit, single pointed mind, when you bring about the Samadhi comes about, it lasts. It's the healthy one. But you can gain Samadhi from other bhumikas also. See? So now think. We can, through any of these conditions of mind, we can become quiet. We can enjoy the peace, bliss. You must be all doing some little bit of japa or meditation in the morning and you enjoy the bliss. Then why that bliss does not continue for 24/7? Because we haven't killed the ahankar yet. We have not dissolved the ahankar yet. Who is ahankar? Ravan Maharaj ki jai. He is the ahankar. How does ahankar establish itself? He is controlling, or he is the result of, he is living at. Please, audio off, please. So he is living at this 10 heads. It's coming, Diwali is coming. 10 heads, the 10 organs. Seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting, and speech, hands, legs, anus and genitals. Who is living only at these levels. He is a Ravan. See? And ego functions through these only. So we have to kill it. Till we have not dissolved or killed the ego, lasting happiness is not possible. Ayodhya. Ayodhya means what? where there is no war. Continuously there is war going on in our mind. And it will continue till Ravan is there, till the Ahankar is there. It needs to be dissolved or annihilated. So, here when it says, Saraswati, please go and corrupt the mind of Manthara and Kekai so that Ramchandraji does not become the crown prince. Meaning, if you are enjoying the bliss, gods are saying, go and disturb her. He has to annihilate the Ahankar first. That's why they disturb. It's an approach how you are looking at. Rather than saying, I am troubled by my erratic mind, I am troubled by where these thoughts are coming from. Look at it from this point of view. That the gods, who are the gods? All these gods. They are under the control of ego, Ahankar. They are saying, Saraswati Mata, don't allow him to go into meditation. Saraswati Mata, let him not take the name of the Lord and come to peace. Because this is only temporary peace. Disturb him enough so that he continues practicing at the Vaikhari level so that so that he completely dissolves his, and their gods are not there to compete with us. Gods are there to bless us. They are not there to compete us. They are not there as obstacles for us. Our seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, the gods behind, the productive potentials behind, either here or at the totality level, are they there to fight with you? They are not. They are only there to bless us. So, how you look at what is taking place in your journey of unfoldment? Are you having a positive approach? And here is one approach. There are many approaches. Here is one approach. When you take it positively, then you are not resentful of Manthara. You are not bad-mouthing Kaikai. Ramchandraji did not resent Manthara. Ramchandraji did not badmouth Kaikai. He respected her when all the three mothers went to the forest and with Bharatji. He gave her equal respect, not even a single moment of resentment. See, how are we moving in our life? So this is what we learn from this particular event, which I have also never thought. I am thinking as I am going along. Sapi kubja trivakratu prasadagramatharuhata nagaram parito drushtva sarvata samalankrutam nanatorana sambadham pataka-bhiralankrutam sarvotsava samayuktam vismita punaragamata. Sapi kubja trivakratu prasadagraham atharuhata. Manthara, who was bent in the body, kubja. Kubja means the one who has a bent spine, hunchback. Excuse me. Who was bent in the three places, body at three places, and was a hunchback, strode atop the terrace. What are the three places? Hunchback, avidya, kama, karma. Or gross body, subtle body, causal body. Or corrupted, Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti. See? So you have to connect. I am just thinking loudly. See? So she atop the terrace of the palace and saw that the city has been decorated from all sides. There were different types of festoon. Nagaram parito drushtva sarvata samalankrutam. She saw the festive mood of the city, Ayodhya. Everyone is happy, lighting lamps, fragrance everywhere. Outside every house there are fragrant flowers. And people are having what we are going to do. Diwali is coming. The firecrackers and everything. There are different types of festoons, buntings tied here and there. Multicolored flags and banners were fluttering everywhere and festivities were apparent. Seeing this, she was astonished and came down. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है क्या? Why there is so much happiness around? This was not there yesterday. Suddenly what has happened from the afternoon till evening, that suddenly this change in the mood of the city. So धाति पप्रच्छमातः किं नगरं समलङ्कृतं नानोत्सवसमायुक्ता कौसल्या चातिहर्षिता ददाति विप्रमुख्येभ्यो वस्त्राणि विविधानि च तामुवाच तदा धात्री रामचन्द्राभिषेचनं शो भविष्यति तेनाद्य सर्वतोऽलङ्कृतं पुरं तच्छ्रुत्वा त्वरितं गत्वा कैकेयीं वाक्यमब्रवीत्. She asked the junior maid servant, because she was the head servant of Kaikeyi, so she asked the other the juniors that, hey, what is going on? Here it says Dhatri. Dhatrim paprachamata kim. Dhatri is also the nurse who is always around. So she asked her that, oh mother, why has the city been so decorated today? And why is Queen Kaushalya celebrating most joyfully and most cheerfully, giving away various ornaments and garments to Brahmin? Are Bapre. Dadapi vipramukhebhyo vastrani vividhani cha. Khulle dil se, with an open heart, she is giving away. Other days she has not given. Why suddenly? What has happened? Which I don't know. Tamuvacha tada dhatri ramachandrabhishechanam. The nurse, the elderly nurse, said that Ramchandraji has been crowned as the prince, and he is going to, and therefore the celebration now bhavishyati, meaning tomorrow. Tachrutva tvaritam gatva kaikeyim vakyam abravit. Then as soon as Mandhara heard this news from the old nurse, immediately she went to Kaikeyi, her boss, her mistress, her queen, because from the time Kaikeyi was born, Mandhara has been taking care of her. So she feels a natural affinity, she feels a natural lordship. She feels she is more a mother than a real mother, because she has taken so much care of her, and therefore many times she breaks the boundary line. She is a servant, and she suddenly starts behaving like as if she is the mother, or she is the one who can dictate Kaikeyi. And this is not the fault of Mandhara. Whose fault is it? Kaikeyi's. We have to keep the person at an arm's distance, show them what their place is, in spite of all the service they have done, not out of resentment, not out of vice, but every person has a place and a job to do. पर्यंकस्थाम, अच्छा ये हमने पढ़ लिया, नहीं पढ़ा. पर्यंकस्थाम विशालाक्षीम एकानते पर्यवस्थिताम किम शेषे दुर्भगे मूढ़े महद्भयम उपस्थितम न जानीषेति सौंदर्यम सौंदर्य मानिनी मत्तगामिनी. Kaikeyi, who was endowed with broad eyes, she was very beautiful, was sitting alone on a bedstead, and Mandhara went to her and said, "Oh, you most unfortunate idiot." Imagine a servant telling the queen, You most unfortunate idiot. Crossing the line, no? But what did Kaikai? Kaikai just listened. She did not put her in place. And when you don't put someone in place right there and then, they feel encouraged to go on. They take that liberty that yes, I'm allowed to behave in this manner, I'm allowed to speak in this manner, it is all right. This is what we do to ourselves in our mind also, don't we? A negative thought comes, hey, कहाँ से आया तू? अरे तो पूछने की क्या जरूरत है? Get out. Be in your place. You go to somewhere else, or go to nothingness. There is no place for you in my mind. But something comes up, some memory comes up, some expectation comes up, while even listening right now, sometimes some thought comes up of business, of work, some issue comes up, and suddenly for few seconds, you can see sometimes people just suddenly they go blank. Their eyes are blank. Why? They are there. They are not here. Opportunity we have every moment. We have the opportunity. Hamsa Shiva Soham, Soham Hamsa Shiva, Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Like the hums. Here I'm not taking the whole meaning of but like a hums, we must discriminate what to give value and what not to give value. Give value to the fleeting thoughts, give value to the past thoughts, give value to the future thoughts, give value to the gossip thoughts, or give value to the divine thoughts. Choose this opportunity. Every moment we have this opportunity. And we have to exercise. Nobody else is going to exercise it for us. Nobody is going to catch your ear, come to the temple. When they are child, we can take them to the temple. But instead of taking to temple, instead of sending them to class where there is no bhakti, only inquiry, we need to inculcate love for the Lord in the child's heart. And once the child's heart is, child is in love with the divine, not questioning the divine. Who are you? Why did you come? That is not the job of a child. Without any reason, we must be in love with Ganesh, Hanumanji, for who they are. Not questioning why they have a tail, why he has a sund, why he has a broken teeth. All that is not necessary. Then how will faith, how will devotion, how will love for the Lord get inculcated in our heart? And that can be inculcated not by classes. That can be inculcated only with satsang. And where is the best satsang? With parents. If parents are regularly interacting with the Lord in that, children are watching. If every work there, every job there, every day they begin the day with whatever, let the whole day be by the grace of the Lord. You come back and say, if I have forgotten you during the day, let all the results be for you only. So no, children are listening. We may think they are not watching, but they are watching everything that the parents are doing. In classes, it is only ha hu hu, time pass. They just become उनको क्या हो जाता है, इंटेलेक्चुअल इच आ जाती है बस. More than in questioning, we must inculcate the love for the Lord, and when it is possible, only when the children are young. Only then. एक बार प्यार हो गया भगवान से, उसके बाद you don't have to worry. Let that child question, let that child read, let that child go to various teachers, but his love for the Lord nobody can erase. That is important. Oh, you most unfortunate idiot, how do you dare to sleep? A great trouble has come to you. Meaning, you are sleeping, you stupid fool. There is a big problem. What is the problem? The one who you love the most. Who is the one you love the most? Ramchandraji. Oh, the one with the majestic gait. क्या हुआ? किम शेषे दुर्भगे मूढ़े महद भयम उपस्थितम न जानीषेति सौंदर्यम अति सौंदर्यम. The one who is the most elegant, the most beautiful. Who is that? Sri Ram. Anyone who looked at Sri Ram, they were mesmerized. They were stabdha. They will stop walking, they will stop talking, they will stop, eyes will stop blinking the moment they used to see Sri Ram. Sometimes it happens when we see some Mahatma of that type, or when we see a beautiful statue of the Lord, sometimes very nicely the alankar is done. So that the one with the most beautiful one, Manini Mattagamini, you are very proud of your beauty. That is why you are not concerned about anything. In the bedroom, when she was sitting on that bedstead, what is she doing? She is looking at herself in the mirror. Kai was very beautiful, continuously. How many people you know who spend so much time in front of the mirror? So same thing here. So here he says, Ramasya anugraha drajnya shobhisheko bhavishyati tachrutva sasothaya kaikeyi priyavadini tasmai divyam dadau swarna nupuram ratna bhushitam harshasthane kimiti me kathyate bhayamagatam. By the grace of King Dashrath, Sri Ram is going to be anointed on the throne of the kingdom tomorrow. Ramasya anugrahat rajnyaha shobhisheko bhavishyati. Tomorrow morning, Ramchandraji is going to be anointed as the king by the king. Hearing this, Tachrutva sasothaya kaikeyi priyavadini. Kaikeyi was uncorrupted till now. This is why company is very important. Till now, she was in the company of Ramchandraji, she was in the company of Dasharath Maharaj. So, all good thoughts. Hardly any reason for Manthara to come and give unwanted advice. But this is a very important event, because in Manthara's mind always it was Bharat should become the king, not Ramchandraji. So she says, Tachrutva, hearing this, the soft-spoken Kekai stood up joyfully with a start. Surprise! What? Ramchandraji is becoming the king. He is going to be anointed as the king tomorrow. Wow, fantastic! She was happier than even Kekai. It was a joy for her, because Ramchandraji used to spend more time with Kekai than Kausalya. She was loved by Kekai more than Kausalya. Tasyai divyam dadau swarna nupuram ratna bhushitam. Kaikeyi, hearing this news, immediately took out a beautiful jewel-studded garland and gave it to Manthara as a present for bringing the good news. Harshasthane kimiti me kathyate bhavamagatam. How come you call it the appearance of troubles for me? See, wrong. Whom should you ask a servant? If the servant has said, first mistake was that she called her a stupid fool. Just because she has taken care of her from childhood does not give her the freedom to call she was the most important queen, more than Kausalya. She was the favorite queen. To call her, you stupid fool, she did not reprimand her. This is what happens. When we do not reprimand the bad thoughts in our mind, then other bad thoughts, they become courageous. अच्छा, इसने कुछ नहीं बोला, चलो सब चलते हैं. He is welcoming. And immediately, second time, and then not only that she did not reprimand her, now she is asking, how come you said it is a bad news for me? How do we do this? Second part. Whenever something happens, we say, we don't stop it in, they say, nip the problem nip it in the bud. So we don't. Instead, what do we do? Why did it happen? What is the cause of this? Why did it come to me? I am such a good person. I have never done anything wrong to anyone. I have never done bad to anyone. I have taken the name of Lord for so long. Why did this come? This is like this. She is asking the corrupted one, the foul-mouthed one, for suggestion. Why did you say that it is a bad news? देखो, हम अपने मन के साथ भी ऐसे ही करते हैं. So don't, any time any negative thought comes, do not give it credence, do not give it value, do not give it a second thought. If you think about it second time means what Kai has done. First time she listened to Manthara, second time she is again giving her attention. And thereafter, second time is already too late. You are corrupted. Bharatadadhiko Ramaha Priyakrunme Priyam Vadaha Kausalyam Mam Samam Pashyan Sada Shushrushate Himam Ramad Bhayam Kimapannam Tava Mudhe Vadaswame Tachrutva Vishasadatha Kubja Karana Vairini Shrunumadvachanam Dehi Yathartham Te Mahadbhayam Tvam Toshayan Sada Raja Priyavakyani Bhashate. Now she is justifying again. This is how we justify. I just told before, when some negative thought comes, why it is happening to me? I don't deserve it. I have not done anything wrong to anyone. I have always been good. Why this is coming to me? Why did that person behave like this to me? Why accident happened to me? Why disease came to me? Why? Our Swamiji says, whiling and howling. Get out of it. Know why. Don't go in that direction. Not out of fear. Nature of the body is to sometimes healthy, sometimes disease. Nature of the breath is sometimes in, sometimes out. Nature of the eyes is sometimes see, sometimes blink, then no see. Same thing with all the senses, isn't it? Same thing with the mind. Sometimes thinking, sometimes not thinking, sometimes good thought, sometimes bad thought. What is there to think about it? Don't get involved. But our Kaikai Mata, Mahamaya, she makes the mistake. Shri Ram, she is justifying. Shri Ram is more dear. Bharatad adhiko Ramaha priyakrunme priyam vadaha. He is more, Shri Ram is more dear to me, is my well-wisher and more soft-spoken as compared to Bharat. Ramchandraji always gave respect to Kaikai more. He treats me and Kaushalya equally because we read in Bhagavad Gita, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Ramchandraji is practicing every moment. Samatva bhav towards all the mothers. Kausalya is no greater than Kaikai or Sumitra. He gives equal, respect even to that, the दशरथ का कौन था जो चैरिट लेके गया था उनको? Sumantra. He gave equal respect to him also. So So she says, he treats me and Kaushalya equally and always serves me with, and he's faithful to me, he's obedient to me, never said no to me. Everything I say, he does. So where is the problem? How come you are saying that it is a misfortune that has come upon me? Ramad bhayam kimapannam tava mudhe vadaswame. You stupid, how come you are saying, now she is calling, पहले उसने बुलाया अभी ये बोल रही है, तवा मूढ़े. तच्छ्रुत्वा विषसादाथ कुब्जा कारण भैरिणी. Now, she says, तच्छ्रुत्वा, oh you wretched fool, tell me, what fear have you got from Sri Ram? Kaikai is saying to Manthara, why are you afraid of Sri Ram? What has she done? What has he done wrong to you? When you start giving so much value and importance to a servant, a dasi. Who is the das? Who is the das?
Who serves?
Who serves? That is simple answer. Das is he or she, is that person who has no freedom of his own. Totally dependent. That is das. If the king says sit, you have to sit. You go. Das cannot say no. Who are you to tell me again and again? Das cannot say, I have been giving you fan for so long, why can't you put a fan on top? He will not say that. He cannot say that. So Das has got no freedom. And here Kaikai is giving her so much importance that don't just think of the story, but apply it to your mind also. How we give importance to unwanted, corrupted, viceful, spiteful thoughts about someone, about ourselves, which suck away our energy, suck away our enthusiasm, deflate us. Today she was teaching something for half an hour, both of us, trying to put thread into the half an hour, man. मैंने कहा आप तो बुढ़े हो गए, मैं भी बुढ़ा हो गया, दोनों को दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, धागा डाले जा रहे, कहीं जा रहा है. So tell me what fear. See, she's asking Manthara, what fear do you have from such a Ram? Should we give a corrupted mind, a negative thought to why you have come into my mind? गया वाट लग गई उसके बाद, है कि नहीं? Why this has happened? Never. It has happened. Get out. Clear it from your screen of mind. But here, Kaikai asks her a question, giving her the freedom to reply, to corrupt her further. So first mistake, when she called her a stupid fool, she did not say anything. Then she told, what fear do you have? And now what Manthara says, शृणुमद वचनम देवी, देई लिखा है यहाँ पे, देवी होना चाहिए, देवी यथार्थम ते महद भयम. She says, hearing Shunumad Vachanam Devi. So, hearing this, hearing the words of Kaikai, Manthara became encouraged to reply. Manthara became encouraged to put forth the plan. Conniving people, manipulating people, they always have something up the sleeve. Jugadu. And she has always wanted, Mandara has always wanted to be the chief maid in the palace. And that is only possible if Bharat becomes the king. If Bharat becomes the king, Kaikai becomes the chief queen. And naturally, the chief maid, she will have the control of all the maids. She will be dictating. She has the queen under her finger. Now she will have the whole kingdom under her finger. That is her plan. And that is what is fueling her, what do you call, on one hand, the love for becoming, not because she wants Bharat to be the king. She wants Bharat to be the king because she wants to come to the position of power. If Kaikai was mother of Ramchandra ji, Bharat ko chodo yaar, Ramchandra ji should become. So that is her motivation. So hearing this, Manthara, who had the nature of creating ill will and animosity without any rhyme or reason, ये सब राहु केतु ही है ये. Only bad mouthing, gossiping, telling negative about other people, can't see any good in anyone. Our Yudhishthir Maharaj and Duryodhan, they both were sent by Yamraj to go around and look for. Yudhishthir was told, go around the world and find a bad person. Yudhishthir went. And on the other side, Duryodhan was told, go around and find a good person. Both of them came back empty-handed. Both Yudhishthir as well as Duryodhan, both of them came back empty-handed. Yudhishthir could not find any bad person who did not have at least one good quality. So his attention was on goodness. And Duryodhan, he could not find any good person who did not have one bad quality. So both came empty-handed. Which one are you? You are looking at only the bad, negative in everyone, the shortcomings of everyone, or are we looking at the possibilities? So when we come to satsang, we become available to possibilities. We become available to the hidden potential that is lurking within us, within our mind. And that is yours, mine, these kids, everyone's. But here we fan it. Kaikai, she allowed Manthara to fan her potential. But it didn't go. It took the different direction. You know the story, all of you. So it took the different direction. That loving mother, loving queen, happy for Ramchandraji's coronation, suddenly became so angry, so self-centered, became the cause of the death of her own husband. Isn't it? We don't realize this. But sometimes our stubbornness, sometimes our obstinacy, the word is duragraha, insistence that my way is the only way. It leads to other people's misery. But we don't realize. Here Manthara says that without any provocation began lamenting. She started crying. This is the very sure shot way of getting sympathy. Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati. and said, what did she say? Shunu Tvam toshayan sada raja priyavakyani bhashate. She said that, oh Devi, listen to me. Shunu madvachanam Devi. Shunu madvachanam, shunu, listen, madvachanam, my words. Devi is Kaikai. Yatharthate, yathartham, yatha artham te mahadbhayam. Whatever I have told you, it is very fearful. The result is going to be very fearful for you. And tvam toshayan sada raja priyavakyani bhashate. In actual fact, a grave danger has indeed emerged for you. The king has been always using pampering sweet words to keep you mollified and pleased, and has tried to dodge you by keeping you satisfied. देखो कैसे बोलती है. So she is showing to Kaikai that King Dashrath always has a ulterior motive to make Sri Ram as the king, and he knows that you will object to it, so he always keeps you satisfied, make you the favorite queen, satisfies all your desires, gives you the best of gifts. Kamuko tathyavadi cha tvam vacha paritoshayam karyam karoti tasya vai ramamatu pushkalam manasyetan nidhayaiva preshayamasa te sutam bharatam matulakule preshayamasa sanujam. He, Dasharath Maharaj, is very lascivious and liar. He only keeps you distracted by his sweet talk, but does all that Sri Ram Mother's Kaushalya wishes him to do. Dekho kaise, how she is corrupting the mind of Kaikai. With this idea of crowning Sri Ram, he has cleverly sent Bharat and Shatrugna to their uncle's place in Kandahar. Kandahar. And who must have told the king, Dasharath, to send Bharat and Shatrugna? Kaushalya must have told them. So King Dasharath ji is a hypocrite. He always listens to Kaushalya, but he shows only a superficial love to you because he always wants Kaushalya's son Ram to become the king and not Bharat. You can't even imagine how, you want to see how imagination works? Look at serials. There's no end. There's no end of imagination. The person says something, this fellow is reacting like anything. Why this? Some पागल है एकदम. मैं तो पागल हो जाता हूँ. मैं तो देखता नहीं, पर कभी कभार when you come to eat food or something, there continuously it is going on. 24/7. But when you look, after 3-4 months, you look, still the same story is going on. You have not missed anything. But when you are watching, you rewind and see every dialogue that they are saying. You don't want to miss it out. So here, Kaikai is so imaginative. Why? Ill will. Ill will towards those who are not conducive or helpful in her becoming the chief. It's not given here, but that is what she wants. She wants power. Continuing. Sumitrayaha samichinam bhavishyati na sanshayah Lakshmano ramamanveti rajyam sonu bhavishyati Bharato ragavasyagre किंकरो वा भविष्यति विवास्यते वा नगरात् प्राणैर्वा हाप्यते चिरात्. In this episode, all will be well with Sumitra without any doubt about it. For Lakshmana, where are we? For Lakshmana follows Sri Ram, hence he shall enjoy the kingdom with him. But Bharat has to live either as a servant or a slave of Sri Ram, or shall be exiled from the kingdom, or might be assassinated. Because that is what used to happen in those times. All around in the kingdom, this is what is happening. Look at all the politicians in all the countries, same thing is happening. So she has this possibility may not have occurred in the mind of Kaikeyi, because she was always in company of Sri Ram. But now, little bit company of our Mandhara and these type of words. So it must be there somewhere in her. In everyone it is there. अपना तो अपना ही होता है ना, अपना बेटा. तो Kaikeyi, your son Bharat, purposely the king has sent him to Kandahar. And when he is away, then alone he has decided to crown him as the king. See, behind your back he has planned all this. And Kaushalya must have instigated him to do this. And now, what will happen as a result? Kaushalya will become the primary queen, and you will become the, not secondary, uske bhi niche, because she is the youngest. And therefore, your influence, your power, your importance in the kingdom will diminish. Kausalya's will increase. As a result, you will have to live as a slave. All the options they were given, as a slave, or you will be assassinated or thrown out of the kingdom. Even this is after Kaikeyi knows the nature of Sri Ram. Kaikeyi knows the nature of Sri Ram. Still, she is going to accept the idea that is put forth by Mandhara. See? Suddenly a desire arises in her to make her son. She can't imagine that she is not going to be the main queen of the kingdom. हम भी यही कहते हैं ना अपने मन में या अपने फैमिलीज में. If you don't do like this, I think there is no point living anymore. बोलते हैं ना, ये इमोशनल ब्लैकमेल है सारा. यहाँ पे भी वही चल रहा है. She is emotionally blackmailing Kaikeyi. Nobody listens to me. Nobody wants me. What is the point of coming into this life? What is the point of being the son or the sister or the brother or the... Why? Because they are not listening to you, that's why. Therefore, catch the way the mind works. We are not talking about persons here, but this is how our mind works. Oh, 7:42. अभी थोड़ी देर में खत्म कर दें. Where are we? त्वं तु दासीव कौसल्यां नित्यं परिचरिष्यसि ततोऽपि मरणं श्रेयो यत्सपत्न्या पराभवः अतः शीघ्रं यतस्वाद्य भरतस्याभिषेचने रामस्य वनवासार्थं वर्षाणि नवपञ्च च. And you will always have to serve Kausalya like a maid servant. It is better to die than to be subjected to such humiliation at the hands of one's rival, in this case, a co-wife. It is some places in serials they show maybe in some or तुलसी रामायण it doesn't come, but I can't remember अभी कहीं पे तो होगा कि Kaikeyi in her closeness to Dasharatha used to look down upon Sumitra and Kausalya, not only because of her beauty but also because of her proximity, because she had the ear of the king more than Sumitra and Kausalya. Understand, King Dasharatha had 357 or 58 wives. Remember? Why?
Because of the Purusha.
याद है?
365.
So you missed the class.
This time.
Parshuram, he had the power of to move at the speed of thought around the globe, killing the Kshatriyas. But he had taken a vow that if someone is getting married, I will not kill that king. Kshatriyas I'll kill, but that Kshatriya who's getting married, he will. So every time Dasharatha used to come to know that Parshuram is coming, he used to get married to one. Because who is Dasharatha? Who is the master of his 10 senses. See? So he used to, intuitively come to know, or Naradji used to come and tell him, hey, prepare quick, fatafat, havan kund lagao. So that's how Dasharath ji escaped from that. Therefore, you should immediately try for Bharat's coronation and 14 years of exile for Sri Ram in the forest. Immediately, सब कुछ plan फटाफट, such धूर्त लोगों के दिमाग भी वैसे ही चलते हैं. Immediately it comes with a plan also. That Bharat must become, first what did she say? You will be thrown out of the kingdom. Now what she is doing? Make Bharat the king and throw Ram out of the kingdom. On one hand, we told you that it is the gods who asked Saraswati ji to influence the mind of Mandara. On other hand, we are saying, beware of your mind, isn't it? So, both ways. On one hand, there is a bigger plan going on, but wherever we have control, wherever we feel we are doing something, we are thinking, we are interacting, we are talking, so we have to beware of these type of mental involvements. And 14 years of exile to the forest for Sri Ram. Tato rudo bhaye putraha tava rajni bhavishyati upayam te pravakshyami पूर्वमेव सुनिश्चितं पुरा देवासुरे युद्धे राजा दशरथः स्वयं इन्द्रेण याचितो धन्वी Sahayartham Maharatha. If this happens to materialize, your son Bharat shall mount the throne without any obstacle in his path. To achieve this, I shall tell you a trick. I shall tell you something that you have forgotten and that I have already thought of and planned beforehand. That means this plan she has been concocting, she is waiting for the right moment to present this plan to Kaikeyi. Disease also comes like this only, it doesn't come suddenly. You keep doing the wrong thing, then it becomes a disease. You eat wrong food, then you get tummy problem or constipation or loose motions. Similarly, Manthara, she has been thinking. What? How I can become the head dasi? To come herself into a prominent position, what else has to change around her? That she has worked out. on positive note, we can say she's totally dedicated to Keikei because she takes her as a child and she can't see that Keikei should become less important than she is right now. In ancient times, during the legendary god demons confrontation, when during the churning of the ocean and fight for the nectar of Amrit, Indra himself had approached King Dashrath, who is an expert archer and most brave and courageous in war, to help against the demon. And then that story will tell you in our next class, because again that will take a bit longer. पूरा चलेगा क्योंकि there he asks, his charioteer is dead and who will help him as a charioteer. And at that moment our Kaikai, who is a great charioteer, she jumps and takes on the position, and their king is hurt by the asuras, and she is so very deftly she takes the chariot away from the battlefield and into a safe place, and then happy with her conduct and prowess, King Dashrath gives her 2 boons. Our Manthara will tell Kaikai, now is the time to ask for those 2 boons. What are those 2 boons? Make Bharat the king and send Ramchandraji for 14 years of Vanvas. So that story I'm giving you in short, but that whole how it unfolds, that will come to it. Vanvas is nothing but withdrawing from everything. You are still in the world, but zero value to everything. When you live an extroverted life, very difficult to give up the ahankar, because extroverted interaction and value giving and importance, it keeps building up the power of ahankar. Only in vairagya, only where there is minimum to engage with. And see what Ramchandraji did. Once was he excited because he was announced as the crowned king next day? No. Did he cry because Kaikai told him to go away to forest? No. And what did he do? In the kingdom, satsang was very hard to come by because so many responsibilities. How do you break the ahankar or dissolve the ahankar? Only through satsang. And what did Ramchandraji, Sita and Lakshmanji do once they went into the Vanvas? All they did was meet saints and sages. The entire journey, Aranyakand, is nothing but meeting saints and sages, having discussion and coming to know what the self is and getting clarity. And with all that clarity, all that satsang, with all the Mahatmas giving the blessings, all the rishis giving him blessings, all that helped him to kill the ahankar, the Ravan. Happy Diwali to everyone. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.